Hello again, everybody. Secretary is here with Atakline for this Thursday, July the 9th, 2015. Have been an Atakline in a few days. I've been very busy doing gigs, more importantly, going to concerts. Before I get to the concerts, gig first. I had a gig on the 4th of July. Actually, two gigs over the 4th of July weekend. Hope everyone had a very safe 4th of July weekend. So I haven't done the tech line in a few days. I had a gig on Thursday, gig on Friday, Saturday, should I say. Uh, Thursday, I did, the second, I did a Grandma K's 5K one at Restaurant Orchards. I've done it for a couple years in a row, but it was on a Thursday night for once, not a Saturday morning. Decent turnout, decent weather for that day, and it was a decent good time there. Feel good time. People wanted for a good cause. St. Baldrick's Foundation, who I DJ for in Romeo. Then Saturday, I had a grand party, a boys' grand party from New York. The family traveled from New York because some of their families in Michigan. So they traveled from New York to Michigan. Small, very small, intimate affair for the 4th of July because the family's from New York. So a lot of their New York friends could make it because, the grand party was Michigan. It's kind of like when I'm with my family. My cousins live in Georgia, and the grad party for my cousin Felicity was in Michigan, which I DJ there, by the way, back in June. But for what it was, in a very small gathering, probably the smallest grad party I've DJed for this year. It's still fun, laid back affair. It's good weather, very hot weather for the 4th of July. Really good weather for that. Great long games there. Great atmosphere. Great laid back atmosphere. It's a boys' grad party. Boys' grad parties seem to be more laid back, unless the family's a party family. But if the family's not a party family, they're laid back. That's what this party was. So there you go. Then, of course, concerts. I called it the biggest doubleheader of all time. The two bands that have the number one and number two biggest tours of all time saw them both back to back in two different cities in two countries, America and Canada. Tuesday, I went to Toronto for the first time in 6 years to see U2. Yes, on the Innocent and Experience tour. Of course, they weren't in the Detroit area, so I'm going to see which one. Second night of their 2 night stint in Toronto. I got to Toronto like 2 o'clock on Tuesday. Decent traffic in there. Fastest I've been to Toronto 3 times. It's the fastest I've ever gotten to Toronto. Ever. Fastest through the bridge. Fast to get there. Everything. I did drive to Toronto. Like I was in downtown Toronto most of the day. Running in a streetcar. Going to Eaton Center, the big mall. And another big thing I've been wanting to do in Toronto. Go to Wahlburgers. I'm a big fan of the Wahlburgers show. I've talked about that show on my videos before. Went to the Wahlburgers. There's one in Toronto. So I went there and got some more sous. The food was pricey but decent. Good hamburger, good fries, good. I like the place in Toronto. It's kind of in the downtown area, so it's a good place for it. But the concert itself, U2, at the ACC, the Air Canada Center, as they like to call it. Been to the Skyno before for West Media 18. Went to the Molson Amphitheater for Depeche Mode. Now in ACC for U2. And it was an enlightening experience. I knew U2 have been known for being a great live act, and they were. And like I said, it was night 2 of they're doing like multiple nights in each city. The first half of the show was decent. Mostly a lot of new songs from the new album, Songs of Experience, a song that infiltrated everyone's iTunes libraries and everyone's minds when it came out in September. I downloaded the album, but I didn't listen to it much. I knew some of the songs. Like they kicked off with the Miracle of Joy Mercury, the single, then go on stage like 8:20. And the first half was settled by great renditions of Vertigo, Sunday Place Sunday, I like the instrument arrangement, and I Will Follow. They had a cool stage, like it was like in the middle of the arena. they had a big screen that was used multiple times, especially during the first half when Bono was using it to walk on it through a portrayal of his childhood street. That's what the first half was, kind of like going back to the beginnings of childhood in Ireland. Second half was the better half. I called it greatest hits set. I was in the bathroom doing intermission and a little intermission in between the sets. And the guy in the bathroom said, fuck the new songs, stick to the classics. Well, that's what they did. Falling Invisible, they brought out the big guns. Two songs from Atakline, baby. Even better than the real thing in mysterious ways. Followed by, of course, two songs from Rattle and Hum. Feel Good Moment was when they brought up a girl on stage. And she danced with Bono doing mysterious ways, but then she had a sign that said she wanted to play guitar with them. So she played acoustic guitar, the two from Rattle and Hum, Angel Harlem, and All I Want Is You. And she was having a time of her life. It was a great moment that she shared with U2 and with all their fans. U2 reminded me of Springsteen. All the diehard fans knew all the songs, especially the songs I didn't know. But the songs that we all know, we screamed them like hell in that second half. With or Without You, Where the Streets Have No Name, Pride in the Name of Love, Beautiful Day, and ended with one. No, still haven't found, but still. Good way to end with one, supposed to be messages of peace throughout the evening. So after seeing a fun U2 concert on Tuesday, if you already haven't noticed what I'm wearing, probably know by now the other band I saw on yesterday in Detroit back home, the Rolling fucking Stones at Comerica Park as part of their Zip Culture. Yeah, I got some mush. I didn't get any mush on YouTube. I didn't like that mush. I got much of the Stones show though. I'm wearing a sticker, if you can see it. Spaceball sticker given up by local radio station 94.7 CSX Classic Rock Station. Got this cool rally tower. They have it for every city. It's customized for each city. So there's my rally tower. And I used to be a big program guy. Used to buy I have a big program collection. I kind of showed off my program collection on this channel a couple years back. And I don't buy them anymore because they're too fucking pricey. U2 was 30. Stones was 10. And I saw the catalog and it was 30 on the catalog, but it was 10 at the show. So, got a program. I haven't bought a program in a couple years. And I think the last program I bought was Later Came a Guy and Bill Engvall. Scene 1, White Tomorrow. Yellow blue collar guy. So there's a program for you. Good pictures. The Stones, being their age, being over 70, they kicked ass last night in Detroit. Both U2 and Stones were good. If I had to choose one, it was tough. I'd say U2 because they didn't miss that much. But Stones, the songs they did do, and the songs they killed were killing. Best songs for sure. Honky Tonk Women and Stomp Me Up were amazing. Give Me Shelter, what can you say? Goosebump Moment City. Can't Always Get What You Want with the Oakland University Choir. Amazing. Rousing rendition of Bitch from the Sticky Fingers album. Wish they did. Can You Hear Me Knocking? But Jumpin' Jack Flash kicked it off. Satisfaction ended it. They made a lot of Detroit references. Just My Imagination, Motown cover. American Coney references. Lafayette Coney reference when they were introducing the band. And all the band members were on fire. Mick Jagger can still nail the moves like Jagger. Keith Richards with his swag on his guitar. And Waddy doing his thing. And of course, Charlie Watts, the consummate gentleman drummer. All those guys were firing on all cylinders. Like the band, like U2 and the Stones, both have that unique chemistry with each other. They both feed off each other. Stones, though, sometimes they weren't that good. Like Midnight Ramble was good till they got to the jam session. The extended jam got dragged it. Then they did Sympathy for the Devil. They fucked up the guitar solo. It was like the only major glitch of the night. But everything else was great. Then the opener. They made a video about this when they announced some of the openers for the cities. I saw that Detroit got Walk the Moon as an opener. I was like, could they have done anything better? Because I got nothing against Walk the Moon. Nothing against them. They're a new band. Stone wants to break them, but don't break them in Detroit. and my fears of them not being received well were understated in Detroit. Because half the crowd was old people, not a lot of teenagers who know that one song on the radio. It was like half empty too when Walk the Moon came on. But for what it was decent. The first half of the set was rough. Second half was better, especially with a great David Bowie cover of Let's Dance. And of course, their big hit, Shut Up and Dance, which I love that song. I love playing it. You know, got nothing against it, but I would have loved to have seen Ed Sheeran instead. Even George Ezra, I would have loved to have seen open. I like his stuff. I like Budapest. I love that song. And I would love to have seen Brad Paisley, another opener. But take it as it is, Walk the Moon. So there you go. 2 great concerts, back to back, Rolling Stones, and U2. On with the entertainment news for this week. Since I haven't made an Atakline in a few days, let's get down to the number 1 movie for the weekend. Well, 4th of July weekend for you. Wow, after 3 weeks, Jurassic World's reign is over. But by who? Non-Terminator. Yay! Yes, it lost. Not Magic Mike, but a movie that's been stuck at number 2 for weeks. Inside Out is now the number 1 movie. After 3 weeks of trying, I've seen this trend. It won on Friday, but lost the weekend. So in its 3rd week, it's finally number 1 after being stuck at number 2, next to Jurassic World. Beating out the 2 big movies, Magic Mike and Terminator. Terminator in 3 days made $27 million at number 3. 5-day total, including its opening on Wednesday and also on Thursday, $42 million. Magic Mike bombed. I think people heard Channing Tatum don't take a shit off till an hour in the movie. $12 million on the 3-day, 5-day, $27 million. So there you go. There's box office for you. Now, Billboard, number 1s. We have yet another new number 1 album. Following last week's number 1 by Breaking Benjamin, this week's new number 1 is Meek Mill, rapper, getting his first ever number 1 album. Speaking of rapper, is anyone ever gonna kick up this fucking song? It's summer. Nothing against this song, but we don't want to hear about people dying on the radio in summertime. For the 12th non-consecutive week in a row, Wiz Khalifa See You Again is now tied as the longest reigning number 1 single for a rap artist in a song. Next week, it'll break it. Week number 13. Please, someone beat it. I don't care if it's Cheerleader. I don't care if it's Budapest. I don't even care if it's I Can't Feel My Face by the Weekend, which I like that song. Somebody please kick off Wiz Khalifa. We need a better bouncy summer song. So there you go. Of course, last summer, you had songs from Ariana Grande on the charts. Well, there's no songs from her now on the charts because of a backlash. Apparently, while I was doing my gigs and doing my constant going, there was some big news over the week concerning Ariana Grande and some weird behavior that happened during an incident at a bank. Not a bank, but at a donut shop. Apparently, she was making love with a person, one of the backup dancers, licking 2 of the donuts, which, by the way, got the Wolfie Donuts health ratings down because of that. The health department lowered their grades to a B because of Ariana Grande licking unpurchased donuts. But then, of course, the big thing that came out of that, besides licking unpurchased donuts, was her statement of saying, I hate America and I hate Americans. Well, she tried to apologize for that, saying that she doesn't like America's decline in health issues. About America, she hates the fact that America is one of the biggest obese countries in America. It's good to make that statement, but she should have made it more appropriately, not saying that, well, in a donut shop. A lot of people are not happy with her, including MLB. She was scheduled to play an All-Star Game show in Cincinnati, but was immediately pulled out and replaced by Demi Lovato. I think it was on her own discussion, but still, we'll see if she can recover from this controversy, but still, controversy galore for Miss Ariana Grande, facing consequences, a backlash of sorts, for her licking donuts in the shop and saying some discouraging words about America, intentional or not, out of place or not. Now, I mentioned in the beginning of the video that I mentioned the Rolling Stones concert. I saw them yesterday at Comerica Park in Detroit, and they're about to end the Zip Code tour. They got 2 shows left. They're going to be in Buffalo on the 11th, their last U.S. show. Then they're going to be in Quebec. Keith Richards is deciding to release his own solo album after the tour. It's been talked about that Keith has said it in a Rolling Stone interview that he does have a new studio album, his first solo album in 23 years, in the can. He's just waiting for it to get a release date, especially going with the end of the Stones tour. How appropriate that today, as the tour winds down, he announces the release date of his new solo album, Cross-Eyed Heart, coming out on September 18th, and the lead single, Trouble, is coming out on July 17th. So there you go. Keith Richards' new album coming out in September. He'll probably do a tour, but the Rolling Stones are planning maybe a South American tour, but it's getting a little fishy out there for that tour, for what I'm hearing. Now, speaking of that, I told you the single is released on July 17th, which is a Friday. Well, this week, tomorrow, is the first official week of what they're calling Global Release Day, in which 10 countries have signed on to release albums and DVDs on Fridays. Because several release dates around the world have been different. UK was Monday. I, as an American, have been used to New Release Tuesday. So it's going to feel weird when everyone says New Release Friday. I know that some albums and some DVDs have come out on Fridays before, whether it's intentional or not. But now every album comes out on a Friday in 45 countries. So it's been like that for years. And now tomorrow, the global release day of Friday will start. It'll be the first ever global release day for all new music in 45 countries, including Our City's new album, Another Kid for Boom, and Tyree's album, and all 5 being some of the highlights of the albums coming out on this new first ever global release day on a Friday that's implemented by the Global Music Association or something like that. So there you go. New Release Friday starts tomorrow. And that is it. But it's very lengthy Atakline. Hey, I haven't made an Atakline in a while, so I expect it to be lengthy. With that in mind, y'all been attacked by the news from Zach. See you later. Yeah.